The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus instructed the 12 as follows. Anyone who prefers father or mother to me is not worthy of me. Anyone who prefers son or daughter to me is not worthy of me. Anyone who does not take his cross and follow in my footsteps is not worthy of me. Anyone who finds his life will lose it. Anyone who loses his life for my sake will find it. Anyone who welcomes you welcomes me. And those who welcome me welcome the one who sent me. Anyone who welcomes a prophet because he's a prophet will have a prophet's reward. And anyone who welcomes a holy man because he's a holy man will have a holy man's reward. If anyone gives you so much as a cup of cold water to one of these little ones because he's a disciple, then I tell you solemnly, he will most certainly not lose his reward. Beloved, the Gospel of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. The key word which I would like you to take home with you today from the Word of God that we heard, just heard, is recognition. To be recognized, and to recognize God who loves you. This is the most important thing. To be recognized as God's loving Son. And to recognize yourself to be loved by God. This is the message that we receive from God today. We had even in the first reading Elijah, the prophet Elijah, who was going out in the streets of his village, and one woman said, "This is a holy man. Let's call him in so that he can bless our house." He blessed them so much that he promised that she will have a baby in her old age, which she did. And then Jesus went even deeper, and he gave us what it means to recognize God in your life and to be God yourself. To be God, to be divine, means living like Jesus, who came here on earth to show us how we want to live. He showed us the way we should behave in every moment of our lives, especially in treating with our neighbor, respecting others, loving others, forgiving, serving others, helping others, and most of all, seeing the face of God in the other. This is where we see God in the other, in the person that we meet. We are a whole human family. God created us the same. There is a very old Jewish legend that says, when God creates a new creature, a baby, He takes the heart of the baby in his hands, he kisses the heart, and then he puts the heart of the baby in the body. Isn't that beautiful? And that is the eternity, the longing for eternity, for love, which is in us. That God, with his kiss that he gave us when we were born, he made us divine. He made us live to be perfect, to be better people, to long to the amalgamation with God. So our constant effort in life must be to be better persons, to be like Jesus, who has showed us how to live. And the more we approach the life of Jesus, the better we are as persons, because Christ had the perfect personality, and as people of faith, because we are disciples. Jesus told us, unless you carry the cross like I did, you cannot be my disciple. Unless you give, even if you give a glass of water, that glass of water will be rewarded, because God looks in the heart of each individual. And so, let us not be ashamed to show that we are people of God. That when we go in the streets, when we go in the supermarket, when we go in the place of work, people, even if they say it in front of us, but then in their heart they say, he is a man of God, she is a man of God. Because the way she behaves, or he behaves, is like a man of God. As Elijah was seen by that woman in the Old Testament that we have read. This is our objective today. Let's take this message home with us. Let's make an effort to be better persons, to be more like Jesus, to spread more the good news that we have, to be more compassionate and more forgiving and more loving to others, especially the first people that we meet in our own family, in our own circle of friends, in our small little world. And this will expand then to outer places, so that we are passing this message of love to others. Listen what St. John of the Cross had to say. In all our longing, we discover our need for God. In all our longing and struggle, we are seeking to be recognized by Him. We shall find no surer way forward than in the hope that God will provide for us in our longing. It only remains for us to lift up our eyes to see the God who is already present in our longing. This is more or less what many years before, St. Augustine said, and it is written in the entrance to the Millennium Chapel. You have created us for you, O Lord, and our heart is restless until it rests in you. So our heart remains restless until we have God in our lives. Let's find God. Let's make an effort to keep God in our lives all the time, in little things and in big things, and feel His presence during the whole day that we live. Let's read the prayer that we have on the screens. All-powerful God, your incarnate Word commands our obedience and offers us true life. Make our ears attentive to the voice of your Son, and our heart generous in answering His call, that we may take up the cross with trust in His promises. Through Christ our Lord.